Here we go. Here we go. It's starting to prime, or it's done its prime, so it's squirted out some of this clay, and when I hit the power button, it's still going, right? More clay is coming out. But now that that has primed, I can stop it, and I'll get it started for another print. In fact, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to turn the machine back on, and I'm going to get the height set. If you come in and it's a new tube of clay, you will need to set your height. If you come in and somebody's been printing before you, you will not need to set your height. So I'm going to set this vase to print, and because this is a new tube, I've got to set my height. What I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this to print most of the way through. So it's going to come, this machine is going to come, the extruder is going to come down, the x-axis is going to come down to meet the vat, or the tray here. I don't want the nozzle to smash into here. And so you can see as it comes down, it's going to come down next to. These are not going to hit. But eventually this part's going to move over. And I don't want this nozzle to be underneath there. In fact, I want it to be a little bit higher. The distance, or the height that we have is approximately the size of this. It's for the clay printer only here. Approximately the size of this this wooden knife. So I'm going to use that as a guide. As soon as, what's happening here is this is the start of the print, and the printer moves the extruder down, 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 down to its starting point, and it does it really slow so you can get ready. When it gets to the very bottom, the whole thing's going to make some noise and move a little bit. I'm going to stop the machine at that point. I'm going to hit the green button to turn it off, and then with some help of somebody, or maybe by myself, this is a little awkward, it's heavy at the top, I'm going to get this height set. You can sort of do it on the run, but it takes a little fussing with, so I wouldn't recommend that. Normally for this step you're going to have some help from me or from Les. So you can see that this is almost at that level. Oops. Almost at the level, and there it goes. So right there it stopped, and I stopped the machine. You can see that it's actually a little bit higher than I needed. Because it's so much higher where it touches this guide, it's not going to stick to the tabletop, right, to the back. So I'm going to grab, there's a red handle on this side, I'm going to loosen this, and I'm going to drop this down just a little bit, doesn't need much. And then I'm going to check it again. Yeah, probably a little bit more than that. All right, and that, no, just a touch more. So I am trying to get it to the exact same height as the top of this stick. And the problem is it just shifts a little bit on me when it goes. That looks like it's about where it needs to be. Now, unfortunately, what's going to happen is I am going to turn this back on, and I'm going to go back in to print this. The whole thing's going to come up to its starting point again. So it's going to give me a little bit of time to get ready. I'm going to go find that print again, and you can hear that it's starting to get ready to go up. There we go. As it goes up, I can get my base ready if I'm not ready already. I'm going to stop this video because you don't need to watch this go all the way up.